buenas a todos, soy Peleriat y hoy os traigo dos de los posibles finales de Bomb by Flame. Los dos son siguiendo la rama del humano, es decir, no he sido poseído para nada por el demonio, digamos que he seguido la ruta de bueno. Y digamos que al final del juego se me permiten dos opciones. La primera, la que menos me gusta, ahora la veréis. Y la segunda ya es algo mucho más parecido a lo que se vio en Adencast, un RPG de hace bastante tiempo, pero que sinceramente me parece mucho más chula que la primera. Espero que os guste.
I knew that thou wouldst allow these humans to corrupt thee.
A dragon? You summoned a dragon?
Ha! One of the few they were able to corrupt, and I turned it against them. Blackstorm defeated it and imprisoned it here. It was trapped, like me.
So now you turned it against me.
It is thee who has turned against me, abandoning me here, left to pay the price for each and all of thy errors in thy stead, whilst I did all I could to help thee to return. And so it is, I am come to the end of my strength, an empty shell o'ertaken with rot. I did not wish to harm thee, but I no longer am master of all that I do.
Is that why you killed my companions?
The visions. Blame rather thy human half, for that is who hath invoked them, with its fear and its regrets. Thy companions never traveled through the breach.
So it comes to this. You and me. It's time we ended this.
Ha! It is all I have awaited. Remove these accursed lances from me, and let the world heart become whole once more.
We don't need to go that far. All we need is to remove these spears and then...
As powerless as when they enslaved the world.
I'll track them down. The dead walkers will be gone. The survivors will have a chance and Vertiel will be rebuilt.
Little by little, it would take centuries, nay thousands of years. The world heart hath not been remade whole.
So that you can take over and burn Vertiel? No thanks. I am the most powerful being in the two worlds. I have got responsibilities.
Thou wouldst use me to reign over them.
I don't know, but you better get used to it. You were the one talking about centuries and thousands of years before our... And I plan on being right there to keep an eye on them. Meanwhile, do me a favor and let me enjoy this victory. This is it. The World Heart. So did your books prepare you for this?
No books can prepare you for this vision, but they can help you to know what to do here. You stand...
No.
You must free Vertiel from the Ice Lords and break their link with the... If you let him return to his source, he will certainly regain his strength, and...
We're here, Randall.
The Knight congratulates. And now only one test remains. Only one last choice so that all will be resolved. The life of the Knight has been spared by his friend. Now it is the fate of the world that is at stake. The faithful friend will remember his duty.
World Heart?
Much blood was spilled to bring us here. Let us make sure it was not in vain. Now you are faced with a difficult choice. My people are decimated. And the humans as well.
The flame will burn bright and...
If I remove these spears, the Ice Lords will lose their power. But what will happen to Vertiel?
Thy world is weary, all but extinguished. Nothing remains to be saved. It must be cleansed.
But inside me is all the power I need to regenerate my world.
At the cost of mine? Do not think it. Vertiel needs the world heart. Thou canst not sacrifice it thus.
There are still dragons, and this way the necromancers will be destroyed. The fire of the world heart is not completely out. It will burn bright again, in time.
But without us, I forbid thee to do this. I will not die for thee.
And so ends the tragic, though nonetheless heroic tale of Vulcan Half-Demon. I confess I may have romanticized some aspects of the story, though in my defense, I shall always have something of a soft spot for our dear Vulcan. By releasing the World Heart's energy to the surface, he sacrificed himself in order to heal Vertiel and bring an end to the long, ill-prepared for such a powerful energy surge. The Ice Lords were instantly reduced to cinders. I can tell you. Of course, it was only a few centuries before other would-be mages attempted to follow in their footsteps. Though what wonderful... With Captain Buffalo leading them, the Freeborn Blades legend grew, and they flourished for a time. Sadly, the legend of Buffalo's immortality proved less than accurate, and after 27 battle wounds and another 4, he eventually died in his bed. To the great sadness of the 3 charming young women who were sharing, Edwin's corpse was mutilated and burned by the command of King Relmar. Such a waste. I remember being quite disappointed at his decision, as I had hoped I might be able to inhabit her body. To no one's great surprise, Relmar proved to be a formidable monarch. Strong, just, and loved by all. He returned a sense of pride to the elves that the war had stolen from them. The Red Scribes... really? Don't get me started on those imbeciles. Nonetheless, it would be uncouth of me not to mention how heartbroken young Sid, proud to have fought alongside such a courageous companion, the beautiful young scribe lifted her head high and transformed her grief into purpose. She quickly gained the respect of her peers and was elected chief scribe shortly afterwards when Liestas died quite suddenly. Apparently, the fool succumbed after having imbibed a large quantity of a somewhat questionable nectar. And as for myself, well, my goodness, I fear that is an extremely long story, and you would quite literally die of boredom before I finished the telling of it. But you see, that's what I like so much about mortals. Their stories last just about the right amount of time, give or take a few decades. And one thing is certain. I have all the time in the world, so who knows? I may get to tell you other tales, if you live long enough. Toodle-pip.